Alright, so today I'm back with yet another chapter review, and today we will go over chapter 248, which is insane, so be sure to stick till the end because you don't want to miss it. Anyway, my name is Natsu. I'm gonna stop talking and let's get right into the chapter. However, before that, please double check if you are subscribed to the channel as you don't want to miss my chapter reviews. And while you're already down there, you can always leave a like and a comment. And with that out of the way, let's finally get into it. Chapter 248 begins with an overview of the Blue Lock Stadium and the commentators thanking all of the fans of Blue Lock TV for tuning in today. He tells them to get ready for the moment that they have all been waiting for, the climax of the Egoist League. And for today's matches, they've got FC Barca, who is facing off against the mighty Manshine City. But that's not the only one, as he also got the Battle of the Undefeated, which is, of course, Bastard Munchen versus P.X.G. Just who might it be that emerges as the Egoist League champion? After that, we see Hirotoshi, who is in the World Football Association conference room. He shows off something on his phone and says that the ratings are off the charts and asks them what they think, before saying that right now, Blue Lock TV has 100 million subscribers worldwide. And not only that, but that it's now one of the biggest and hottest sports entertainment platforms on the entire planet. He looks hyped to the max as he announces that the entire football world is tuning in to witness the emergence of its newest superstar. He then tells the mysterious figures that they need to take full advantage of the immense popularity wave that Blue Lock TV is generating. This is why, regarding the upcoming U20 World Cup, he humbly asks for them to consider his ideas. We then see a mysterious and dark figure who is holding a cane. We get to see some of his faces as he tells Hirotoshi that if it increases their revenue, then they will definitely consider it. After that, we go to the Blue Lock medical check room where we see a player getting measured in his cardiopulmonary functions, muscle mass, and just overall fitness. Henri is there and she says that his numbers are slowly but surely reaching Noah's numbers, and to achieve these numbers at his age is astounding. Ego, who is sitting a bit away eating his noodles, tells the test subject, who we now know is Kunigami in the machine, not to forget that he was designed to raise the level of the rest of the unpolished gems in Ego's quest to create the world's best player. After that, we see Kunigami lying down with a number of cords connected to him as Ego tells him to throw away his ego and to achieve a blank state of mind, which Kunigami, not even a bit hesitant, agrees to. After that, we change location once again and go into the German Stratum's locker room where we finally see the starting 11 for this match. The ones who are starting are Gagamaru, Mensa, Birkenstock, Hiyori, Kiora, Reichi, Ness, Grimm, Isagi, Kunigami, and Kaiser, of course. Noah says that even though they are starting with this formation, he explains that he plans on aggressively substituting players depending on the situation, and that he wants to see the full extent of this team's ability, telling the ones on the bench to be ready to fight at any given moment, and to not miss their opportunity. Noah has an intense look on his stone face as he tells them to go out and win, as he won't accept anything less than that. After that, we see all of the players beginning to walk out, and Igarashi is even saying "yes, master," which I have no idea why he's saying, as he isn't even starting, but whatever. As Isagi is walking out, he thinks to himself for a bit. He thinks that winning is the only thing that matters, thinking back to times before when he provided assistance and even used himself as a decoy. Bit by bit, he overcame the obstacles standing in his way, and as he fought, he evolved and gained some new very powerful weapons. And just maybe that is why the current Whim can think about becoming the world's #1 player, saying that becoming the best player in the world. Before it was always a vague, obscure desire, but right now he can already start to visualize the way he wants to play as a striker. He thinks that he will defeat RIN and then carry Bastard Munchen to victory in this game, and then prove that the image of him becoming the best player in the world is real. Isagi has puzzle pieces flying around him like crazy, as he says that this is his originality and his own hunger. He walks out on the pitch and sees all of the P.X.G players in front of him, looking mightier than ever. We then see their starting 11 as well, so I'm thinking that we quickly go over it as well. We've got Renoir, Michelin, Gabon, Chapa, Karasu, Tokimitsu, Charles, Zantetsu, Nanase, Shidu, and of course the current #1 player, Itoshi RIN. As Shidu sees Kaiser walking onto the pitch, he calls him the Blue Rose Emperor and asks when he beats him, then that must mean that the world will know who he is. However, Kaiser is having none of that as he tells him to get lost and calls him a vulgar pink-haired Philistine, and Shidu just laughs and says that this will be fun. After that, we get another interaction. As Isagi walks up to RIN, he tells RIN to put the title of the #1 on the line and see who's the strongest once and for all. RIN is confused and wonders what he means by #1, he begins to walk toward Isagi and says that he doesn't give a shit about being number one, and that what he desires the most is the moment he destroys Isagi. And then we get this awesome panel with both RIN and Isagi facing each other and both looking more menacing than ever. Nanase says that it's time to put everything on the line. Raichi is just screaming like always. Gagamaru is telling them to do it and calls them all champions. And when we get to Kunigami, he's just quiet. We then see the ball and hear Isagi say that his challenge and his goal is to beat and surpass RIN, his rival. And just like that, the kickoff begins for the Neo Egoist League Game 10. The text at the bottom says, "Winning's the only thing that matters." With the Neo Egoist League title on the line, sparks fly as the two teams glare at each other across their respective halves. Bastard Munchen versus P.X.G, the much-anticipated title match, kicks off. The next chapter is going to be called The Beginning, which pretty much speaks for itself, as it will be the beginning of the Battle of the Undefeated. Right, let's get into it. Firstly, let's talk about Hirotoshi's secret and mysterious meeting. My take on it is that he's discussing something big with their investors, but what could it be? He mentioned that it was regarding the U20 World Cup, and it might be the same thing he talked to Ego about before. However, I'm stuck as I have no guess to what it could be. He seems super excited about it, so it has to be something extremely big. I first thought that it was something regarding merch or something like that, but based on his excitement, it has to be something a lot bigger. I then thought that it would be something about Blue Lock playing in the U20 World Cup. However, that's already set in stone, as that's what the Neo Egoist League is about. So basically I have no clue, but please, if you have something, then be sure to leave it down below. Now, onto the dark horse Kunigami. It was insane that Henri stated that he was beginning to close in on Noel Noah's numbers. Like at this point, he's basically a real copy of him. I also don't think that he's being utilized as much as he could be, as he's an insane player by himself. But in Bastard Munchen, he's got no one to play with, and he's basically just a lone wolf in that team. If he were to have a teammate like Hiyori is for Isagi or Ness for Kaiser, then I genuinely believe that he could become unstoppable. But Ego might just see Kunigami as a player, meant to power up the other players, as he said. Which, if true, then it is pretty wild, but it's Blue Lock after all, so what isn't wild? However, I'm interested in what Ego meant when he told Kunigami to throw away his ego and to just achieve a blank state of mind. Does he just want to transform Kunigami into a robot with any emotions at all? To be fair, he kinda already is. But personally, I hope that Kunigami starts getting somewhat of a bigger role soon, as he has so much potential, and I want to see more of him. Also, for Bastard Munchen's starting 11, I'm surprised to see that neither Yukimiya nor Corona is starting. Corona might have a hard time fitting into the squad, as they already have Raichi, Hiyori, and Kiora, but Yukimiya could easily change with Grim, as we haven't seen him do anything useful at all. However, my guesses for the substitutions for this game are going to be Corona, Yukimiya, and lastly Igarashi. I think that all of them will be playing in this match. Lastly, let's just quickly talk about this insane panel with Isagi and RIN facing each other. They both look totally menacing, and you can see in their eyes that they are here for business and nothing else. I also like how RIN is so determined to absolutely crush Isagi after what happened in the U20 game, and I can't wait till the match actually starts. Anyway, yeah, this is just my thoughts on it, and please leave your thoughts and theories down in the comments, as I love reading them. If you like Blue Lock and videos like this, then I would highly suggest you subscribe to this channel, and while you are at it, leave a comment and a like, as it helps out with the algorithm a ton. And if you are curious to see another video of mine, then please watch the video, which will be popping up on the screen now. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.